Cardi has it blocked again. This time Jordan Davis, the big man, looks for the icing on one big cake. Eagles hang on.
Got two, cover two with
BeeWoo.
Earl knows it all, and BeeWoo. We got a lot to talk about, man. It was a busy Sunday or football weekend period, man. And a lot of things that went on, man. A lot of disappointments in the air, especially here in the city, man. We're giving the people some a day late, but never a dollar short, man. First and foremost, how are you feeling, man?
Hey man, I'm feeling as good as you can feel as to be a Falcons fan. But we back in the saddle.
Yes, sir.
We back in Americanos.
Yeah, man.
After you've been off in the Gulf of Mexico, seeing the beautiful country of Mexico and city of Cancun.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations on the
Appreciate
anniversary and all those things.
Yes,
Hey,
sir.
Tupac say your wife got to know she got a player for life.
Hey, whoa. Time out, man.
Hey, man, in a good way. In a good way. But, man, hey, we got to have some laughs in here because, man, this weekend or this Sunday, man, it was nothing to laugh about.
Yeah, I plan to disconnect, man, but getting some insight on what was going on, it was like, woo, yeah, man, it's looking rough out here. So yeah, it was seeing the text messages and trying to catch some of the games. Where I was at, I only had a red zone feed. The Falcons didn't really get in the red zone too much. I didn't see too much of that game, man. But the little bit I saw was not good, man. But of course, and it's a perfect time since we're talking about the Falcons, man, to make sure we tell you about our other show, Bird Talk, of course, where we are going to be in depth talking about them fully throughout. I did a little reaction video to the game, man, and me and BeeWoo also going to go back in as well and definitely revisit all the happenings, new updates, coaches getting fired already. It's a lot going on, man. So if you're a fan of football, man, the NFL specifically and the Atlanta Falcons, this is a place to be, man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like all the videos that we do and comment too, man. We love the fan interaction, man. I say this is a safe space. If your team is looking crazy, this is the place for you to vent at, man. Now, the other people may come in and laugh at you, but hey, man, if you're a Falcon fan or a fan of a team that just can't get right, you got some sympathetic people here that can talk to you, man.
We reason with you.
Yes, sir.
We the voice of reason here.
Most definitely, man. And
I guess, I mean, but I guess you're not a Falcons fan again this week.
Listen, man. Sometimes you never heard people say, God, show me a sign. And if you watched Bird Talk last week, I was saying we and what we need to do. And woo, boy, I must have been French last week. I don't know what was going on, man. I think I might have pulled something jumping back off that bandwagon, man.
man.
Yeah, funny story, man. So, the running joke is that I'm a fan of every team win. So I decided to do a little what do you call it? Social experiment, I guess, man. So I took a couple different hats with me to Cancun. I had my Chiefs hat on. A lot of Chiefs fans in Cancun, man. Not surprising though, since they, won a couple Super Bowl. Yeah, man. Bumped into some Eagles fans. I had my phone, but I was chilling. I started, do a little Fly Eagles Fly video, man. This was right when the Eagles was making their comeback too. So yeah. But yeah, a lot of football fans was out there in Cancun too, man. So times, man.
Yeah.
Now I guess we can go ahead and jump into it, man. A team that we've been talking about that I guess I said maybe could be a Super Bowl contender. They look pretty bad this past Sunday, man. They came back down to earth, the Packers. But are you a Super Bowl contender if you lose to the Cleveland Browns, man? And you only put up 10 points against them too.
Hey, man, listen here. Hey, NFL stands for any given Sunday.
on any given Sunday, you can get it handed to you.
Yeah, NFL stands for any given Sunday. Kids quote me on that. You know, NFL stands for any given Sunday. Any given Sunday, you can get got. So, I think that's what happened.
And not for nothing. I mean, well, the Ravens blew them out, but before that, the Browns been playing some close games too, man. They lost week 1. I think they lost by 1 point to the Bengals, and then like the defense is pretty. You got Myles Garrett, you got a pretty good defense, and guys they can get after it. So they did a pretty good job of stopping Jordan Love, man. He only had 183 yards, 1 TD and 1 pick. Josh Jacobs only had 30 yards rushing, and they ran the ball themselves, man. So that's a good formula.
Well, like I told you, man, the Browns have been a team to watch.
Yeah.
At least these last 3 seasons. When I was playing fantasy football, I kind of used them as one of my defensive teams.
Yeah.
So they like you said, they got people like Myles Garrett. They got a good solid secondary core group of guys. So they have a defense intact and then they had a veteran Flacco there that hey,
just don't mess it up.
Go wrong.
Just don't mess it up. Now he did throw a pick, but it didn't come back to bite him. But yeah, having that veteran experience, man, and they sneak up on the Packers, and also disclaimer, it's early in the season too, man. So you go through these big swings of emotion. Like you see one team week 1, you be like, man, this team the best team in the world, and then the next week they can lay an egg. So it's still team kind of getting their footing. For some reason, it's one less preseason game, and a lot of these teams don't play their players in the preseason, so because they don't want them to get hurt. I think they're working out the kinks.
Speaking of that one less preseason game, man, since they took away that, football has not really started looking like it's gotten on tracks around week 4 or 5 to me. Like I don't know, it's just I'm for more football, but the 4 preseason games, it really kind of been looking kind of shaky.
It can hurt the product. It seems like it is hurting it a little bit as far as the first couple of weeks. Teams are still trying to work the kinks out, or still kind of figuring out chemistry and all that stuff. Yeah, man, it's an interesting thing as far as should you play your guys or not, man. But you can kind of see that coming into play early on, man. We'll see. We got power rankings in this episode as well, so it's gonna be some interesting rankings to see where we think teams are. We only doing the top 10.
Yeah, man, I'm interested to see what you put together.
Yeah, yours look pretty interesting, man. You got some teams and some spots that I was like, oh, okay, that's how you feel. Now, since I've since come back to my senses and let go of my quick return to allegiance to the Falcons, man, I'm back on board, man. My Eagles, fly Eagles, fly. Came back with a huge victory against the Rams, and the way they won that game, man. The Rams, they were down, I think, 27-6 at one point, 26-6. Made a big comeback, took the lead with a touchdown late, and then the Rams are lining up for a game-winning field goal to put this game away. And of course, you can't keep a good dog down, man. Jordan Davis coming through with the big block of the field goal and scoops it up and runs it for over 60 yards to the house, and look like I ain't gonna say Saquon Barkley, but Derrick Henry. Like, if you think of the big running back, my man was getting somewhere, man. They say he ran like 19 miles per hour almost or something. So, that boy has some wheels on.
Yeah, he definitely I kind of caught the tail end of that game
Yeah.
after, waking up from my drunken stupor of
Oh man.
watching, my birds. Um, and
Yeah.
I caught the end of it, and I was like, man, are you kidding me? Am I seeing what I'm seeing? And yes, man, I was seeing what I was seeing. Big Jordan
Yeah,
Davis
buddy.
going down there for the game blocking field goal and the touchdown winning return is
Yeah.
something special, man. And it just goes to make you say, dang, we could have had that dog, man.
Yep. Come on, man. Two bad boys in the middle of that defensive line, man. And the Eagles are a 3-0 team, and they kind of remind me a lot of the Chiefs last year, where the Chiefs just kept winning these close games every year. I mean, every week they win by 1 point and win in crazy ways. It's like they don't think they can lose, man. I guess you got that championship, pedigree.
It's on.
You start saying, hey, man, to beat a man, you got to beat the man. You seen this with guys like Tom Brady or, Patrick Mahomes in the past. You got to go in there and actually win and play 64 minutes. If you don't, if you give them a chance, they're going to, they can burn you. And that's what the Eagles are like they've been doing so far, man. So it hasn't been, crystal clear. It hasn't been smooth sailing for them. But I was happy to see A.J. Brown got going. He caught some big passes in that game. It was stiff arming guys getting going. Devontae Smith caught a touchdown. So good to see the passing game get going for the Eagles too, man. As a Eagles fan, because all the other birds seem to be letting me down. We're gonna talk about them a little bit later as well. Yeah, man, I felt good about that. Now, speaking of teams that let you down, man, somebody put in the comments on our Bird Talk video, man, they compared the Falcons to this team, the Cowboys. As always, next year. The Cowboys, man, they messed up my pick six, man. I had the Cowboys winning this game. It was a 1 point spread, and I saw the Cowboys should beat the Bears. The Bears ain't no great shakes, but Caleb Williams looked pretty good against them on Sunday, man. I think he threw for 3 touchdowns in that game. He almost probably had like a career day.
He threw for 4 touchdowns.
4 touchdowns. Pardon me.
4 touchdowns. He was 19 for 28. Almost 300 passing yards.
298 yards.
Yeah. He definitely looked really, really studdish coming off that performance again. I think when they played the Vikings
against the Lions, they played a good first half against the Vikings, and since then they look horrible.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I guess the recipe to make yourself feel better, to get good,
go play the Cowboys.
Go play the Cowboys, man. That's
always the Cowboys, man. It's always they always get you back right, man.
They will, man.
they will always get you back right.
Yep, I call them a slump buster, man. You get there, man. You get right on back to where you're supposed to be.
Sure. Go play the Cowboys.
In that game, too, the Cowboys wound up losing CeeDee Lamb, I think, to a high ankle sprain as well. So something to keep an eye on. Not that he was going to help them much, because, like I said, they could very well be 0-3 as well. They, kind of lucked into beating the Giants, who beat themselves in that game. But, yeah, the Cowboys, as much as you keep saying it's going to be their year, or this is the year, new coach, they trade Michael Parsons. They can do whatever they want to do. It's always still the same result, though, man. Coming up short.
Yeah, man. It hasn't been the Cowboys' year since, what, 98?
95.
95, excuse me. 95. It hadn't been, man. So,
been a long time, man. You weren't even a Papa yet, man. How about that?
Man, that's real.
That's how long they won, man.
That's been a long time, man.
Hey, man.
But, I don't know if CeeDee Lamb is gonna stick around much longer. Kind of shaky grounds with them already.
Yeah.
And, nothing makes a marriage break up more than losing.
That's true, man. When it's bad, man. And their secondary is, man, they've been getting torched. Like, even in the victory, they got torched. So, yeah, like I said, if you need to get right, the Cowboys the team to call.
Go see Jerry. Like, hey, man, the people up in Green Bay they'll attest to what we're saying right here. Go holler at Jerry.
They got Green Bay next week, don't they? Oh, and Michael Parsons is coming to town. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's only gonna get worse, Cowboys fans. So hey, man, it is what it is. But y'all chose this life, so hey, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, they did.
Yep. Now, man, we got a who do you believe in edition, man. It's a couple undefeated teams, or not a couple, actually. I think it's 6 of them that's still undefeated in the league. I'm gonna see BeeWoo who you think are still some of the teams, and this kind of ties in also to our power rankings. The Buffalo Bills are undefeated, the Eagles are undefeated, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, San Francisco 49ers, the Los Angeles Chargers, and the Indianapolis Colts. Now, the Colts are definitely a surprise, I know, as far as being undefeated with Daniel Jones, Danny Dimes, or they calling him Indiana Jones now, I guess. Yeah, I saw you get a throat slash line. You know, no believe in the Colts. Huh?
not believe in the Colts, man. They got Peyton Manning out there.
Man, they got the second coming, man.
Yeah.
He looking like Peyton Manning.
No Andrew Luck, no Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
No.
You know who they reminded me of? They look like, and I didn't believe in this team at all last year, and they wound up getting out of the playoffs real quick despite being 14-3. They kind of remind you of the Vikings a little bit, like a quarterback who's kind of stumped his whole career, comes to a new situation with a good quarterback coach, I guess, a guru, like they call these guys, and now he's feeling a resurgence. Team is winning some games against some lesser opponents and off to a good start, and, you know, they may end the season with a good record, but I think once they had to play some real competition, you know, I think they're gonna fall back down to earth and probably get dealt with pretty quickly. So yeah, I don't believe in the Colts. You a 49ers guy, man. 49ers, 2 of their 3 wins. Mac Jones started for them. Brock Purdy's been hurt, and of course they beat the Saints in one game, and they did beat an undefeated Cardinals team on Sunday. So I mean, you know, they're the only undefeated team in that division and leading that division.
I told you these guys are going to win the division, man. I told you that. You know, I know you're not a fan of Shanahan.
I love to see it, man. The beauty of this is exactly what Shanahan falls apart when he's up in the head. So I know how this story is.
This is not the Super Bowl. This is not the Super Bowl.
You're gonna have a great get off to a good start, have a great season, and I know how the story is gonna end, man. So, and that's better for me, by the way. I don't mind that.
Hey, you know, like I said, I picked them to win the division. Here they are. Off to a 3-0 start. They're definitely mostly
that's a pretty good division, bro. Yeah, I think I had now, as much as I hate Shanahan, I did have him as a wild card team. I think McCaffrey coming back healthy. I didn't foresee Mac Jones winning 2 games for them, man. I thought Purdy would be in there with his new contract, but
he's with the QB guy, man.
Maybe Shanahan is actually like the QB whisperer, man. He does it with everybody. He do it with everybody. He do it with everybody.
Yeah,
you know,
if
only he knew how to hand the ball off.
He got mad MVP. He had in Washington. Had him playing.
Kirk Cousins got paid because of him. He was the offensive coordinator with Washington.
Yeah.
So RG3 had a great rookie year under him. So
hey, man,
he got a gang of them.
Might be Matt Jones.
Look, Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan, to get you paid, he'll get you some accolades. So if you're a quarterback, you probably do want to go there because I can't hate on that. He seems to do well with them, man. Buffalo, we already talked about the Eagles a little bit. They got the championship medal. Buffalo's undefeated. I guess we kind of they always win that division, you know. I don't know if you picked them this year or not. I think you came back on board to pick them this year, maybe. I can't remember.
I got the Eagles winning the division. Yeah, man. I mean,
and who else? The Bucs. The Bucs 3-0.
You definitely want to believe in them in the South.
Yeah.
It ain't too.
Man, even I jokingly, because the NFC to me is so wide open. I text our homeboy Ernie because he's a big Baker Mayfield guy. Go figure. I don't know. He might he wanted to y'all try to he's one of the people who like a lot of teams too, man. He just don't say it, but he's a big fan of a lot of these people. He says Baker Mayfield is gonna win the MVP this year. Which he's been looking good, man. I mean, I ain't gonna go that far, but he's looked good. But I definitely think I did pick them to win this division too. I think they can make some noise, man. Baker Mayfield is dangerous enough to
He is definitely hot right now, man.
Yeah.
He is definitely hot right now.
I heard a stat today. The last 11 games, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have rushed for over 100 yards, and their defense has not allowed 100 yards. So they play a lot of tight games. They come from behind, run the ball, and stop the run game, man, like old school football, and let Baker make something happen at the end. That's kind of their formula, and it's been working so far this year. So, they still run the South for some reason. I don't know why, but we saw Baker Mayfield with Carolina. He didn't look like this with Carolina, or Cleveland either. But maybe it's just something in the water down there in Tampa, man. I mean,
Baker Mayfield. I was talking with a guy today. Baker Mayfield just has that Michael Jordan charisma where he finds something to get up for. And someone was telling me this past Sunday that he felt that he had to win this game because the defensive coordinator on the team, I think, don't quote me on this, but suggested that they get rid of him. And he used that
motivation.
He used that for his motivation.
Okay. I was about to say you got to beat the Jets. Like everybody beat the Jets, man. So we got to do something to get up against the Jets.
Whatever it takes.
Yeah.
To get, hey,
yeah, man.
And sometimes, you need that,
create
in
that
a game.
Yeah. He's definitely I mean this in the most affectionate. He's like a jerk, almost like he kind of gets under your skin. He's a guy who's like, if he's on your team, you love him because he's gonna get it done. But if he ain't, you hate him because he's like, I can't stand that guy, man. Seems like a jerk, but hey, he wins, man. So you got to give him some love. Now, speaking of the NFC South, man, we got some breaking news that happened today as we're recording this. I know I had this on the rundown, but I know you have thoughts, and we can kind of get into the Falcons. Falcons lose 30-9, man. We already talked about that. And apparently, the person that is most responsible for this loss, go figure, it's Ike Hilliard, the wide receivers coach, man. Now, BeeWoo, I'm gonna be honest with you, I ain't even know Ike Hilliard was the wide receivers coach. I remember Ike Hilliard from playing with Florida and Danny Werfel and all them, man. Who knew he was the Falcons wide receiver coach, and who knew all of these troubles was his fault, man?
It's all on Ike Hilliard, man.
Problem solved.
This is problem solved. We screen off 7 games right here.
There you go, man. Yeah.
From this point on. But man, I do not. I get it because you got to put the blame on somebody.
Yeah.
Because this is a move that says heads about to roll here, and this is just the beginning of the unraveling that's about to take place.
This is a desperation move, man.
That's my thoughts on that because, what does the wide receiver coach have to do with anything?
Well, here's what I heard, man, because apparently Ike Hilliard is responsible for subbing in which wide receivers are supposed to come into the game at certain times. And of course, we're going to talk about this, right? It's been an issue with the plays apparently getting in on time from Zach Robinson. And, Penix has had some trouble trying to hear the calls or get the calls in. I even got a quote from Penix I'm going to read in a few minutes about how the players are coming in. But apparently they've said, why is this happening? Ike Hilliard is not getting these substitutions in right, man, because that's what he's responsible for. Now, the Falcons didn't say that. They haven't made a statement. They just said that they let him go. But word is that they were having some struggles with getting in the wide receivers, and that's maybe why Mr. Zach Robinson, who probably should be looking for a job right now, was unable to get the play calls in, and that's why Penix is struggling with getting some stuff done too. There you have it, man. I guess he
is the guy responsible for getting the guys who's supposed to be on the field. And I get it. If you ain't got the right players in, then it makes sense. It makes sense. Like it makes sense. If, you know,
it makes
it,
sense.
yeah. I mean, it makes if you know I need a fork and you give me a spoon, then you know, hey,
Now,
you know,
now,
it's gonna be kind of rough to eat my spaghetti with a spoon. You know.
I suppose, man. I got some swamp land for sale over here in College Park too, man. Yeah, I mean, so also it announced as well, Ra announced this. Zach Robinson will be coming out of the booth and coming down to the sideline now as well to better, I guess, get acquainted with Mr. Michael Penix Jr. On the sideline, and they can kind of go through some things, and you know, see if that'll work. It will change the pace.
I think we kind of touched on that. I mean, when we were texting back and forth during the game, I don't know if you or Khalil mentioned it, but we were saying, you know, maybe somebody was saying maybe Zach needs to come down there and it might fix the problem. But hey, I guess they think that'll fix the problem.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. I mean, sounds like these guys are grasping for anything, man. And say,
anything, man. Anything right now. It's a desperation.
Try this, yeah.
It's desperation. Run for your lives. Because we're about to sink. The ship is sinking. Run for your lives.
He's sinking, man. Now, they asked Michael Penix Jr. about the play calling, and of course, and I seen somebody go, I think it was Brian Finner going off about this, man, former Falcon wide receiver. 2 times this season, the Falcons have called a timeout to avoid a delay of game. And on the very next play after that timeout, they got to delay a game anyway. Wasted the timeout and still got to delay a game. Did not get the play in. So they asked Michael Penix getting the plays in sooner. And his quote, I'm quoting him in this. We're going to have some journalistic integrity today on the show. He said, I don't know. I just do what I'm told in the headset and keep pushing. I can't control that. Once I hear the play, I just have to make sure I get the guys out the huddle so we can go execute the play. That is not a vote of confidence from Mr. Penix Jr., man. He sounds like he is peeved with the situation, and he ain't want to throw nobody on the bus, but for lack of a better term, though, he's saying, hey, they not giving me the plays in, man. And I told you, this is why I guess Ike Hilliard is no longer here, because maybe he had something to do with it, but you know, it's something to monitor, man, with Zach Robinson. And you know, it shouldn't have to be this way after week 3, man. This is crazy that these are the questions that you're asking.
So I don't get paid to do this, but when you talk about not playing guys in the preseason, and working out possible things that could be a issue in season.
Like
here we go.
No time. Let's work on how we communicate.
Here we go. Like this is something, and you know, and I said this, you know,
we both
it's gonna be an excuse about something. It's gonna be an excuse about something, and I thought it was gonna be my guys are not gelling right. Give us a few more weeks, we're gonna get on track. So this is a preseason issue.
Yeah.
Shouldn't even be a season issue. This is stuff you get the wrinkles ironed out. And I know people don't use irons anymore, but you know, this is something you get ironed out in the preseason. This is one of those things, man. This is one of those things.
It's crazy,
and
man.
I just hope for Penix's sake that we don't have to keep going through adjustment, because adjustment every few seasons of getting a new offensive coordinator. Like this is, like I said, I don't want to think that far ahead, but this right here is something that should have been preseason issues.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%, man. 100%. Like, and there's no excuse for it. Like, if you watch Bird Talk, is up now. Like I said, you can see my thoughts right after the game, what I thought. it's no excuse, man. Like, you as the Atlanta Falcons cannot carry yourselves, Raheem Morris, as if you have won several championships. That the players that you have are veteran players and they have won, they got to play. Like, it ain't no, like, you need to be able to coach and run through what you need to do because you ain't been too good at this based on your track record, and the players don't have the experience, so they need the experience to do it too. And you know, how silly of you to think that, oh, well, we good enough, we don't need to play our players, we'll just hit on all cylinders when we get rolling. Or you just don't care and say, oh, well, we'll work up to it and just give away games. Like, whatever you think, that's silly. However, if you think that you don't need it, or if you think we'll get it together as the season goes, you can't drive the car and build it at the same time, man. It need to be built already. Like,
Man, if Andy Reid plays his guys, then you know Rod needs to be playing his guys.
Andy Reid been coaching for 20 years, been to 5 Super Bowls, got 3 Super Bowl champions, got a all-time great quarterback, like, and they play. But and they cannot afford to have Patrick Mahomes hurt. We talked about this. The guy that we just saw in the game, Kirk Cousins, is a $45 million backup. You best backup, quote unquote, in the league. From a pay standpoint, you paying him like you're the best backup. Why would you be worried about if this guy gets hurt? Like, that shouldn't be a concern. You got 2 starting quarterbacks really on your team, supposedly. So there's no excuse, man. You just shooting yourself in the foot, man. That's enough about the Falcons, man. I think my blood pressure just went up, man. Let's talk about somebody else's misery, man. The Giants also, new news, man. The Giants have benched Russell Wilson, man, after 3 games. 0-3 start. They been
what?
Yeah, you didn't know this. This happened.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, this happened.
I didn't know.
Announced it. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Breaking news for sure. Well,
yeah.
There you have it, man. Dang.
Jackson Dart is the new guy, man. He's gonna be taking over. Yeah, it was something that they had been whispers about it after week 1. So I guess you can't bench Russ after he throw for 50 yards against the Cowboys. Again, Cowboys out here saving lives, man. They kept Russ's job for 1 extra week. But you put up 9 points on Sunday Night Football. You 0-3. They seem to like this Jackson Dart kid a lot, so they're gonna give him the keys and let him do what he do now, man. Russ is no longer cooking. So yeah, Giants will look like one of the worst teams, man. And I guess we'll see what happens with the young guy. You know,
yeah, I wasn't aware of this move, but I can assure you that this is something that they've been calling for in Big Blue, and I can assure you this probably is a big mistake. I mean, Russ, you look good against the Cowboys, could have won that game.
Yeah.
You know, then you had to play the Chiefs this Sunday, which you knew that was not going to be a favorable game. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I guess bring it on. We'll see. We'll see Russ in another city near you.
We will, man. Maybe. I mean, maybe we'll see Russ. I don't know. This is the last stop for him, not, but he about to be a backup now. I was about to say I don't know if he want to be a backup, but yeah, they trying. It seems like it's
they're trying to write him off, man. They are really pushing him on
the last 4-5 years.
Really. Yeah, they're really trying to say get him on out of here.
Yeah,
but I mean, you got Joe Flacco still around. I mean, I guess it's all depending on what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do.
There you go.
Say that.
There you go, man. Or if it's a distraction just because of who you are, you know. Joe Flacco, no distraction if he's on the team, but other guys, Cam Newton or Russell Wilson, it can be a distraction if they aren't starting. So, man. Right. Hey, I digress though, man.
Moving right along.
Yeah, man, moving right along. Power rankings, man. Top 10. We 3 weeks in, going into week 4. We got some interesting takes on this, man. We're gonna go from 10 to 1. So, not to throw you off, but if you got your list, I got them up here anyway. So, my first team, you had this team. I was surprised you had this team on here, and I started not to have them, but I cheated a little bit. I guess I'll tell you. I had a tie at my number 10 team. The first one was the Ravens, man. You 1-2. Wow. Maybe you shouldn't be in the top 10, but they got the best offense in the NFL. They scored more points than anybody, and they also know how to lose a game in the fourth quarter better than anybody too. Apparently, King Henry keeps fumbling the ball late in the games. I don't know why this is happening, but yeah, 1-2. I'm surprised they 1-2, and we're gonna talk about this a little later too. They got a date with the Chiefs, so things can start looking real grim if they don't get it together. But I still think they one of the 10 best teams in the league, man. I could not have them on this list, so I still had them. And then my other team were the Rams. The Rams didn't look too great week 1. Week 2 they looked better, but that was the Titans. So and they was smacked last week Sunday before they let that game get away from them and blew it. But I like the Rams at 2-1 is my number 10 team as well. So tie for 10, man. I cheated a little bit, BeeWoo. Meant to tell you that, but hey, here it is. Now the team you have is a team that I'm losing confidence in. I think I might be right about, but you got the Commanders as the team. Your old friend Dan Quinn, man. Falcons about to see the Commanders coming up. So, we'll see what happens. What made you put them as your number 10 team, man?
So they lost JD,
Mm-hmm.
and that is why they are here.
Okay. Oh, they would be higher.
They probably will be higher.
Okay.
Not much higher.
Yeah.
But you got Marcus Mariota. Y'all boy.
Not my boy. That's why they're not on my list.
they got Marcus Mariota. And hey, man, we're gonna see the we're not gonna talk.
Yeah.
You got Marcus Mariota as their quarterback.
Yeah.
So that's why they are where they're at right now.
But Daniel should be back in a couple weeks, I think. And I think he got 2 more weeks, maybe, possibly. They said 2 to 4 weeks at first. So yeah, man. I was surprised to see you put the Commanders in there. And I mean they are a good team though. They were in the NFC Championship last year. You seem to be still high on them. I think they may come back down a little bit, but so far so good. They won with Mariota Sunday, so
they did.
Raiders
look good.
That was my slam dunk.
And you know who Mariota has to play? So you say they might come back down. No, they might rise up.
I like what you did there, man. My old high school baseball coach, Coach Fleming, used to say, "You better be chomping at the bit to get out there." Mariota gonna be chomping at the bit on Sunday to get out there, man, and welcome the Falcons in. He probably sitting a limo for them boys, man. Come on, man.
Him and Dan Quinn both, man.
True.
Can you hear this conversation right here now?
Union game.
The brotherhood conversation of this game right here for those two guys.
You got to win one for the brotherhood, man. Yeah, do something for Quinn, man. And shout out to Quinn, too. You saw Dan Quinn got knocked over, man. Nose all bloody and stuff. He's a tough guy, man. He say he's from Jersey.
He say, yeah. Hey, man. Get off Quinn, man. That's my boy, man. He should
I like Quinn, man. He's entertaining, man.
He should still be coaching the Falcons right now. Despise what happened in that,
No, man. No.
Yeah.
He should have been fired February the 6th.
Everywhere he's went. Dallas has failed without him. He came to the Commanders. The Commanders are looking good. Hey, man. Sometimes you just got to ride the wave, man.
No, I don't agree with that, man. No. Now, my number 9 team, man. I guess I lost a lot of faith in these. You lose to the Cleveland Browns, man, and I don't got no faith in you no more. I had them as maybe the best team in the NFL coming into this week. They number 9 for me now. The Packers losing that game to the Browns. Yeah, man. That's what more can I say? I felt like they had to be in here. I couldn't say they was the best team last week and then not having in my top 10, but they fell all the way down to the bottom with number 9. Your number 9 team, no respect for Baker Mayfield and the 3-0 Buccaneers, huh? You got them all the way down to number 9.
They're at number 9 for the simple reason of they play in the NFC South. And,
no respect for the South. Okay.
Can't give the NFC South too much of a competition position. So that's why the Baker Mayfield, as good as you're playing, MVP talks.
Yeah.
You're in the NFC South. Hey, man.
Man, the Buccaneers may sneak up on you and surprise you, man.
You played a team that got beat 30-0, man, in your first game, and you barely beat them. and you've barely been skating by all these wins.
But they win though. They win, man. You ain't got no respect for Baker Mayfield, man. And I don't respect this number 18, but I guess I respect them a little bit. I put the 49ers as my number 18, 3-0. Now they ain't really beat nobody, man. They beat the Seahawks, division rival, and they beat the Cardinals, but they beat the Saints too, man. Mac Jones. So I talked about them a little bit earlier. Maybe the coach is a quarterback whisperer, but I think you may have the team a little high on your list. I think. I don't believe in them though. Your number 18, the Los Angeles Chargers, 3-0. Some good victories. You know, you got them down kind of low compared to some teams with some losses, but we didn't even talk about this. This is a 3-0 team you believe in. Do you believe in the Chargers? I guess kind of, sort of, or not?
Kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
You know, when you talk about San Diego, the Chargers,
they get no respect. We still call them the San Diego Chargers, the Los Angeles Chargers.
Los Angeles Chargers. But it great segue to what I'm about to say. I don't watch a lot of Chargers football, and so, but I know they have wins against the Chiefs.
Man, they beat the Raiders. They beat everybody in the division right now. Yeah.
So you know, when you look at the Chargers, you know, and what they got going on out there, it's a beautiful thing. But you know, they are 3-0. They are 3-0.
I like the coach. I like the coach, man. I like John Harbaugh. John Harbaugh. Yeah, I like him.
Yeah, they are 3-0, and you know, you gotta show respect to the Los Angeles Chargers, just for the simple fact they are 3-0, and Harbaugh is a great, you know, coach, and you know, he's been showing that he's going to have his team right. What he's in his
second year there. Yep.
Second year. Yep. Yeah. So
and the funny everybody thought the Broncos was going to be that team to jump up if the Chiefs fell off, but it's been the Chargers so far.
And that's, you know, they snuck one out over the Broncos, which I don't believe in the Broncos. Anyway, never did.
Knicks is horrible.
I think did you pick them in
the Broncos? Okay. Nah, I said I don't believe in Bo Nix. That's why I wouldn't. And I don't like Sean Payton either. So
but you know, I mean, here we go. The Chargers got a chance of being 4-0. So that's you know, that's power right there.
I mean, they got to jump on the they got the Giants this week coming up. So they got a good chance of being 4-0.
Yeah, a good chance of being 4-0.
Now I do have a rule though: never trust the Chargers. So I mean, they could very well go up and lose this game on Sunday.
Yeah.
They
do have that stigma about them that you know they are the Chargers.
And just when you think they got it, they let you down, man. Now, number 17, man, I got the Seahawks at number 7. Only lost to the 49ers on opening day, but they spanked the Steelers, and then I think they just scored another touchdown on the Saints. And if you beat up on the Saints, you got a special place in my heart, man. They took the Saints back and put belt to as they say, on them boys, man. So 2-1. I got them as my number 17, man. Speaking of which, I saw some Saints fans there too, man. And they was like, "Oh, where you from?" I said Atlanta. I said I ain't no Falcons fan, but I'm always gonna hate the Saints though. So,
man. You probably, if you would have told them folks that you was a Falcon fan, you'd probably still be in Cancun right now.
I wouldn't be, because they was getting beat down just like the Falcons was right after that. So,
well, you know, they love to throw in that. Well, we got a Super Bowl, you know. They love to say that.
They got one gifted to them, man. But I don't want to say nothing to get me kicked off this good YouTube, so I'm going to be quiet. Your next team, the number 17, you got the Chiefs at 1-2. Is this just, it's Patrick Mahomes, it's the Chiefs? You got to put them in there?
You know, the Chiefs made me look real silly because I thought they were going to come out this year and, you know, with some type of edge on them,
Yeah.
But again, like you said, this is Patrick Mahomes, and this is the Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's why they are number 7. But yeah, I was expecting them to be. I was expecting for them to beat the Eagles game. Week 1, I was
Yeah.
expecting them to show some kind of type of dumbest back, and they didn't. They didn't do any of that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
and they beat the New York Football Giants.
Yeah.
So, but they
That ain't
are the
saying much.
Chiefs.
They are.
They are the Chiefs. So that's why I give them a little power.
Every year I picked against the Chiefs, and I'd be like, man, I don't know why I do this. And the one year I say they're gonna come out hot, and they don't. So I guess I finally should have picked against them. I just had my timing wrong, but they may be on the upswing. A big game this week, like we said, against Baltimore. So they win that game. They 2-2, and I'm sure not that far away from the Chargers in the division. So they not out of it yet. And as long as you got Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid, you got a chance, man. My number 16. I think did you have the Colts on your thing? You did not have the Colts, did you?
I do not have a coach.
I put in here just because they 3-0, and we never talk about the Colts on this show. So here's a good opportunity, man. I like Jonathan Taylor as the running back. I like some of the weapons they got at receiver. The quarterback has surprised me, man. Daniel Jones has looked pretty good so far this year. And they actually have the highest win differential. Like they've won their games, I think, by 40 plus points or something like that. So they got the biggest separation from how many points they scored versus how many they're giving up in the league. So good defense and so far good offense. Now, part of it is if you play the sorry Dolphins, you play the sorry Titans, and you play Bo Nix and the sorry Broncos, you're gonna look good in the first 3 weeks. So yeah, but
Yeah.
here you go, Colts fans, man. You made the list, man.
Yeah.
It's still early.
Hey, man. Kudos.
Yeah.
Kudos.
Now, your number 16 was the Rams. The Rams, man, they good football team.
And you know what?
Yeah.
I think we flip-flopped on this because my number 16 is the Rams,
Yeah.
and your number 18 were the 49ers.
Yeah.
And I just feel that the Rams are 2-1 and they're hot right now.
Yeah.
And I kind of maybe shooting them a little bait,
They blew that game against the Eagles, though. I mean, but I will say they seem like they got the Eagles' number. They just can't finish the job against them, though. They had them in the playoffs. They fought hard against them and kind of lying late. Saquon broke off a big run, I think, to win that game. And then, like I said, that great block field goal to lose the game with Jordan Davis getting the touchdown. But they have still been one of the better teams. And I like the Rams too, man. I think that I had the Rams. I had the Rams tied for 10th right now on my list. So good team, man.
And not to cut you off, look for the Rams
to go down.
I'm looking for the Rams.
And you said the 49ers coming up.
And the emergency of the 49ers. And just stay tuned. We got a few more weeks to do this.
No Joe Montana, no Steve Young, no Jerry Rice. These ain't your old 49ers, but hey,
not the old 49ers, but that guy that you don't like, he keeps getting it done. So
yeah, man, whatever. My number 5 team, man. I got the Buccaneers at 3-0. Baker Mayfield. I think you had them at number 9. I like the Buccaneers, man. I think I'm not gonna make this prediction, but I think they could possibly be maybe the second best team in the NFC, man. Now I don't have them ranked this way, but they play as anybody. They
3-0.
NFC. The Packers lost to the Browns, so they lose 100 points because of that.
Eagles, man, what kind of Don Julio you brought back over here?
Nah, I didn't drink no Don Julio. This is a clear mind, man. Well, here's the thing.
Hey, the SBO. They
may have a good, if they can continue on. They're in a division that they're gonna run away with, probably. So they got that going for them. They probably may have a home playoff game. They may have maybe the best record possibly because they're not gonna have too tough of a schedule. So they got that stuff working for them, man. And you get Baker hot at the right time. You never know, man. Catch lightning in the bottle. So, hey, it's a benefit to being in the sorry division, man. you don't get beat up as much. So that's why I got them that high, man. Now your number 5 team, you got the Packers. Apparently, the Browns lost. Well, we know you got Cleveland Browns ties anyway. So you down with the Browns and the dog pound. So maybe you didn't take that loss as bad as I did for them, but Packers
No, I don't take it. No, and I mean, I've been watching the Browns, and they've been one of my teams. Is like the Detroit Lions. Here you'll find out soon, shortly. There's on the way. There's up and coming. Like
yeah.
the Browns, the Lions, the Vikings. Them teams. I've been trying to tell y'all that they up and coming. And yeah, just stay tuned. So no, the Packers losing to the Browns didn't, that didn't affect me the way it affects you, and
Listen,
that's why
man.
they're my number 5. The Packers got Michael Person, and man, and I'm drinking that Kool-Aid for sure.
I was drinking the first 2 weeks, man. I was there with you, but I had to knock him down a little bit, man. Speaking of, I guess we talked about the Chargers already, so I ain't gonna give you too much on them, man. I like Harbaugh. They 3-0. They're in the division too. Everybody else is 1-2. So I think the Chiefs still gonna get them a run for the money. Chiefs should still win this division too. So, but as of right now, it's solely kind of based on me having some trust in Jim Harbaugh. As far as why I picked them to win that. Your number 14. We just talked about these guys. You say you like them. The Detroit Lions on the come up, man. Beat up on my Ravens.
Look what they did to the Ravens last night.
Yeah.
Who? Everybody all day long thinking the Ravens gonna bounce back and get things going on track.
Yeah.
Your boy Derrick Henry not looking so hot. Got to learn to tuck that bread in, man. And you might would have won a game, but the Lions, Jamar Gibbs, Montgomery, those guys are the key to success. And man, they are being. That's why they're number 4 right here. I know you're not really big on the Lions like me, but hey, they are who we thought they were.
Listen, man. The real person who respects the Lions here is Earl Knows It All, because I have them as the number 3 team, as you can see on your screen. So
okay.
We're talking all that mess about the Lions,
yeah, okay.
I respect the Lions, man. I got them right now at number 3, man. I'm with you. I like what they got with the running game. I still don't trust Jared Goff too much, and that's the only thing that made me not trust them really. Why I can't get out of the way behind the lines. But I like the defense. They got to Lamar Jackson a lot. They was hitting him, forcing fumbles and stuff, like I said, on Derrick Henry as well. So I like the way that team is made, and I like Dan Campbell. We call him Dan Quinn 2.0 around here, but another tough, hard-nosed coach. So, yeah, I like the Lions, man. They lost a tough one to the Packers, but since then they've been kicking butt and taking names after that, man. So they seem to be back on track, and it doesn't look like they miss the offensive coordinator, Ben Johnson, too much, man, who's in Chicago now. And they lost Aaron Glenn, too, but it's Dan Campbell might really be the man. Maybe he has some guys believing still, and they got a lot of good players, so I got to give respect to them boys, man. Now, I say this to say that I'm the real Lions fan, because these teams just lost to the Lions, and they 1-2, but you put them above the Lions, man? How you put the Ravens above the Lions, man?
So this probably has something to do with my love for the Ravens, because I like the Ravens a lot. I've always liked their grittiness. I've always been, since Ray Lewis, I've been a Ravens fan. And, I like. I mean, the Ravens and Steelers, they always got a place in my heart somewhere.
Yeah.
The Ravens, I like what they're doing, man. I like what they're doing. I expect for them to bounce back against the Chiefs this Sunday. So that's why they're where they are. And then, I mean, you got to root for Lamar. You got to root for Derrick. They got to get it right.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that's why I put them as my they probably shouldn't even be number 10 on my list, but they got the number 1 offense in the NFL still, despite it being 1 and 2. They are explosive.
This ship has to get corrected.
It does.
And
It's simple stuff, man.
If he's ever going to win a Super Bowl, you got it. Yeah.
Yeah. And we root, like we said, we
got all
root
the tools
too, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully they can get turned around. But a big showdown against the Chiefs. So they got to get it together and make things work because the clock is ticking on them already. Wrapping it up, man. My number 2 team, well, not wrapping it up, but the next couple ones, I got the Eagles, just a championship team. I ain't put them at number 1 because they don't look perfect right now, but they just keep winning. And I want them to have a little motivation too, man. If they see this, something to shoot for, man. People don't believe in y'all no more. So we're going to put y'all at number 2 right now. Put you at number 2. Give you something to fight for, man. That's what I'm thinking.
Okay.
So it looked like we had these flip-flop, man. You had the Bills at number 2. I got the Bills at number 1. You was at number 1. So we can kind of talk about, I guess, both of them teams, man. Why did you think the Eagles are the better team right now than the Bills?
Man, look at the Eagles, man. This is a all-star lineup, cast of guys. But let's talk about my Bills right now.
Okay.
I didn't believe in them. I've been saying I hadn't believed in them for the last, if you look at the last 3 seasons that we've been talking about the Bills. But now these guys have officially made me believers because what they did to the Ravens 2 times. Hey, that's why they're on top of the Ravens right now.
Yo.
They are real deal Holyfield guys. Josh Allen, man, he is like you're talking about 2.0s. Him and Pat Holmes, their game is looking very similar to me here lately. And man, that Josh Allen, he's something special. The Eagles though, man, like they just that team, man.
Yeah.
They got it all. They got it all.
They do. They do.
They got it all.
Yeah.
If you ever play Tecmo Bowl and you play with back in the day, and and you play with what was it? What was the team on Tecmo Bowl?
It either had to be Chicago or Bo Jackson was a cheat code with the Raiders too. But yeah. Yeah.
That's who they are right now. They got it all. They're the Chicago Bears on Tecmo Bowl.
Yeah.
They got it all, man.
Yeah.
They got it all, and they're doing it all, man. Like defense, offense, they got it all, man.
Yeah,
and apparently special teams because
blocking kicks and running them back for touchdowns. Like you said, every phase of the game is important, man. And they do it all, like you said. I just put them at number 2, and I had the Bills at number 1 for my pick, man, because one guy, Josh Allen, really, man. I mean, simple as that. Like you said, Bills, they are a great football team led by a great quarterback. And man, it's funny how 1 or 2 plays can kind of change your career. Patrick Mahomes, of course, is Patrick Mahomes, great Super Bowl winning quarterback, but many times in the playoffs, he's faced off against Josh Allen. Josh Allen put his team ahead with like 15 seconds left in the game, man. Game should be over. Bills about to go to the Super Bowl, and somehow, some way, Patrick Mahomes, you got to have 0 ticks on the clock. Nothing that Josh Allen can do about that. Don't change how great Josh Allen is. His defense couldn't stop Patrick Mahomes. Mahomes had the ball last. So right now, I think this is the best team in the AFC. They beat the Ravens, like you said, in the playoffs, beat the Ravens again from coming from behind on them. So, I mean, I had to put them at number 1. I think the Eagles, if they played the Eagles in the game, if this was a Super Bowl, I may have a different outcome as far as having the Bills at number 1 versus the Eagles. But again, like I said, this is just motivation for my Eagles. But yeah, that'll be a fun game to watch, I think, first and foremost. And I think both of us had these as the top 2 teams. I don't think it's too much you can argue with on that, man.
No doubt.
Yeah. Now, we also, like I said, got a big game. We kind of talked about this a little bit, man. Week 4 preview. A couple big games highlighted by Lamar Jackson and Mr. Patrick Mahomes trying to not fall to 1-3. So that's one of the big games. The Falcons got a big game coming up as well. Against the Commanders, they don't want to fall to 1-3. Marcus Mariota is welcoming them.
Is that a big game?
It's a big game for some people in Flowery Branch, man. They better get their stuff together. Another big game on the list. 2 undefeated teams to talk about. We're gonna see if Baker Mayfield is really maybe the second or maybe best team in the NFC on the Eagles. So that'll be a good one to look at as well. And 2 of your favorite teams, man.
That's gonna be a sneaky game there.
Yeah, they playing in Tampa Bay. I'm an Eagles guy, and maybe all season I'm just gonna give the Eagles some motivation, man. I'm not gonna pick this. What you can do is stay tuned to NFL matchup on Thursdays. We drop that, and you can see who I picked. But I'm kind of leaning towards, like you said, a little sneak peek in that. I think Baker may be a little dangerous in that game for the Eagles, man. They've been hanging on by a thread, and your Browns and your Lions play this week too, man. So I'm sure you're gonna be torn who to choose in that game as well. And the Cowboys, Michael Parsons coming back to Jerry's world to play in that game as well. So some pretty good games coming up this week, man.
Pretty good game to watch.
Yeah. We got some good ones
to
watch. Monday night game, Bengals and Broncos. That may be a stinker. If you can get you some sleep on Monday. A doubleheader on Monday night, by the way. The Jets and the Dolphins, they might need to black both of them games out. I don't know what kind of program and situation they had on that, man. But hey, maybe Justin Fields will finally get a victory. We'll see, man. BeeWoo, I want to close with this, man. Some bad news right before we came on too. I don't know if you remember Rudy Johnson, NFL running back, most notably with the Bengals back in the day, passed away today at the age of 45. Young guy, man. So unfortunate, man. Condolences to his family, man, and anybody, all of his loved ones, or anyone who was a fan of him as well. And Bengals fans also. Hate to see that kind of news, man. Like I said, especially when a guy is that young at 45, man. We in our 40s, so that's a very young age to check out of him, man.
Very young.
Definitely condolences to him, man. On a lighter note, man, like I said, great week of football coming up, man. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this show and you've had a chance to vent. Or the NFL never ceases to amaze us, man. They always keep you glued. You never know what you're going to get. Like you said, NFL stands for any given Sunday. And it can happen on any given Sunday, man. And it's the best soap opera in the world, man. It's better than Days of Our Lives, Young and the Restless, or whatever you want to call it, man. Real life soap opera.
Or any reality show you've been watching.
There you go, man.
It's the best reality show in this out.
Better believe it, man. Now, make sure you do yourself a favor. Subscribe to the channel. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss a thing. And hit the like button, man. Don't be a hater. I mean, we welcome the haters in. We said tell a friend, tell a hater, but hit the like button and comment
always
as well.
Tell them.
Tell the haters, man. We love y'all haters, man. Y'all give us the fuel to continue going, man. BeeWoo, you got anything else for the people, man?
Peace up, A-Town down.
Look at him, man. This man is a walking example of how to still have a happy face, even if your team lets you down. Look at that. What a great way to end it, man. We'll see y'all next week, man. We'll holler at you.